This is my entire fantasy physical TBR. I honestly don't know how I got this out of hand, but clearly I have a lot of reading to do. We've got a mix of high fantasy, cozy fantasy, first in series, standalone, YA, adults. Let's go through all of them. The Sword of Kaigen. I think out of all of these, this is like the #1 priority because I haven't heard a single bad thing about this book, and I love Blood Over Brighthaven by the same author. The Assassin's Apprentice. I finally got this for Christmas last year. As a fantasy reader, this is like required reading. I have the entire Godkiller trilogy. I love the covers. Jade City. I've owned this for a couple years, and honestly, I'm just scared. A Language of Dragons. Can't say I've read many dragon books, so why not? The Foxglove King and the Hemlock Queen. It's romantasy with like necromancy and death magic and stuff. Sounds sick. Foundry Side. I bought this several years ago, and now I'm not sure if I am really interested in it anymore, but it does have found family and a heist. Two things that I love in a fantasy story, so we'll see. Speaking of heists, The Lies of Lamora. Similar to The Assassin's Apprentice, this is just like fantasy required reading. Dark Rise. I actually don't know what this is about, but it has a very tight-knit cult following. The Spear Cuts Through Water. I need to make my brain smarter before I read this. The Adventures of Amina Alsarafi. Pirates. The Bright Sword. I think this is about like King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door. I actually got 2 arcs of this, and then they sent me a finished copy as well, so I think that's a sign that something in the universe really wants me to read this book. I don't know, it's probably good. It's like fairies, maybe dark academia, 2 things I love. Paladin's Grace. I've owned this for such a long time, and I love T. Kingfisher, so I don't know what's stopping me from reading this. On to The Second Tower. Mask of Mirrors, Venetian-inspired fantasy. This might actually be romantasy. Green Teeth. This is told from the perspective of a lake monster. Realm Breaker. Allegedly, Victoria Aveyard was very inspired by Lord of the Rings when she wrote this. Black Sun. This book has like rave reviews. The Bone Orchard. This is about a witch who makes necromantic copies of herself and then has to like solve a mystery. A Dark and Drowning Tide. This is Sapphic, Dark Academia. Modern Divination. I know that this is Dark Academia and about witches. This is the self-published version. It actually did get traditionally published earlier this year. I think I'd rather read the TradPub version, but this cover is so cute. Hungerstone. This is a retelling of Carmilla, so vampires. Maybe Sapphic as well. Babylonia. Let's take a moment to admire this cover. Historical fantasy. I think about a queen, slay. Kaikeyi. This is a retelling of a myth from Hindu mythology. Arc of Swordcatcher, and a finished copy of The Ragpicker King, the first 2 in the Swordcatcher series, trilogy, not sure. It's actually criminal that I haven't read this yet because clearly I've read a lot of Cassandra Clare. And lastly, if you've been following me for a while, you knew this was coming, the Daevabad trilogy. These are the oldest books in my physical TBR, fantasy or not, and I'm gonna get to this summer, mark my words.